Man, they are making this extremely long, but I do prefer this completely over what we had with the Haas, which was just pictures and nothing else. Okay, they're showing the race suits. Let's see how the race suits look. Probably not gonna be much different. They're showing the helmets too. Okay, I mean, it's the same thing, which is what I expected. A couple of different changes, a couple of different sponsors obviously on it. Honda is now back on the shirts and their race suits, which is interesting, okay? Because we know the rumor of Ford, which isn't a rumor. They always have cool merch though. I like their merch. I gotta get something actually. I'm glad they have Daniel back, obviously speaking a little bit, but wish it was a lot more than just Daniel speaking. You know, wish he was driving. Maybe in 2024. Well, we shall see. We shall see what is the plan with Daniel Ricciardo. Okay, they're about to show the RB-19 quote unquote in 30 seconds. So here we go. Ah, well here's the RB-19. Yay. The exact same car. I love all the people taking pictures and videos as if the car would be any different than before. Yeah, I mean, it's exactly the same. They have a couple of differences in it. Sure, the Honda, the rocket logo on the side. This is apparently, and they have mentioned multiple times, this is apparently the actual RB-19, which I find hilarious because it's the exactly same car. The amount of L's and Z's in this chat is ridiculous, but I don't blame people. But to be fair though, especially to Red Bull's case, they might not change livery a lot, but this set of Red Bull liveries that look very similar will be remembered for ages, especially if Max Verstappen goes on to have a 3-peat or a 4-peat or break even more records than he's done. We will remember these liveries, and while I'm not a huge fan of the livery staying the same, I wish it wasn't, it does help them build their Red Bull F1 franchise. And the car being the same, like I said, it will just be iconic. It will be remembered for that type of livery. It's not a bad livery. It's a great livery, might I add. It's boring because we keep seeing it over and over again, and we know it's just going to be the same thing over and over again, and that does not help it. It would have been cool to get a little bit of Ford in there, but obviously they're going to get Ford in there when it's 2026, but they have to keep Honda in while the RBR powertrains are still, they were made partially from Honda, so you can't really not have that, but I like what they've done. It's the same thing. They made a couple of different changes with how the red line goes throughout the car, but it's the same thing essentially. I just find it funny that it is an RB-19 that they're showing that looks exactly the same. But to be fair, they were the best car. Why would they change much? The floor, obviously we don't see like a single thing that they've done to the floor. It's all simplified because they don't want to expose any of the things on the actual RB-19. The arrow looks exactly the same though. They still have exactly the same to what the RB-18 was, which I don't blame. Why would they change it? It was working by far the most efficiently on the grid, so why would they change that? I mean, props to Red Bull. Props to Red Bull. I think they're gonna have another really good season, so yeah, I mean, let's see where it goes. Livery obviously wasn't that exciting, but I didn't expect it to be that exciting, and I don't know why anybody else would, to be honest. It's just exciting to see that Formula 1 is back, and this is our second livery reveal. My prediction for the 2023 Red Bull season and how Max Verstappen and Sergio Perez will match up against each other. So obviously we have the head-to-head and constructor standing. Basing it off of 2022, I would be silly not to have Max above Sergio. And like I said in my last head-to-head, I am counting like DNFs and stuff. So in a 23 race season, I am giving it to Max 19-4. And I think I'm being generous with 4. I think like 3 of those will be DNFs that Perez beats him because Max DNF'd and he didn't. One of them being Perez winning. I just think that gap between the two of them is so high, and I think it's only going to get bigger in 2023, considering the car might move even more into the direction of Verstappen. It's going to be tough. It'll be tough for Perez for sure to, I don't know, try and hold himself within even like a 3 to 4 tenth gap like he had in 2022. I expect kind of for him to have that 2020 Albon season. As much as I like Perez, I just don't see him beating Max in any type of fashion. And I think that RB-19 will be dominant in Max's hands. I mean, clearly the RB-18, it seemed to be going in the direction that Max liked it in. So, I don't know. I think the same will happen in 2023 with Max Verstappen and Sergio Perez, just like 2022. 2022 was practically a domination with the exception of, I don't know, really Monaco, but Monaco was clearly some scandal, so yeah, who knows. And for constructors, I am going to put Red Bull in second. Yes, I have Red Bull losing this year to another team that will be mentioned later when they get their livery released. But second for Red Bull and Max Verstappen taking it 19-4. Let me know your thoughts down below. Who do you guys have in the head-to-head, and where do you guys have them in the constructor standing? Please leave a like, subscribe, it would mean the world, and peace.